troubadour.
So what's going on? Oh yeah, they still working. It also says we're in the 20s, so we're good with outside for now. Not sure about Mr. Puppy, but he's enjoying the weather. Oh yeah, look at him. What? Ain't much, but we can give it a try. You want to run? All right, let's try. Well, come on. Come on. This way. Guess a quick sprint around this little circle is what he's asking for. Yeah, he was built for this. I wasn't. And that's okay. Besides sitting out here testing at the Oregon Trail Storyboard Center, you know, the sirens and whatnot, and giving Havoc a little run, we just basically throwing out there about what we're about to talk about. And that's all this right here pretty much. It's going to be a couple of segments and parts to it, to tell you the truth. Yeah, trying to do a budget, basic, use what you can or use what you got type, use what you can type overlanding survival method is what we're about to do here. So yeah, I spent a few hours, actually a bunch of hours here and there inside the brick here in the back, as you can see what I've got set up here. And we're about to throw out how I started it all off and pretty much getting things set up. We got part one coming at you, and we'll be dropping the part two and a few others here as we go. We got a long winter, so we got plenty of time. So basically, having said all that, you know where we go from here. Stick around and enjoy the show. Okay, we got the brick turned off, and as you see here on the front windshield, we already put up our weather protector on the front windshield. You can use that during the summer, snow, sleet, hail. It's pretty much an all-round season protector on the front windshield. Definitely helps hold the cool in, and I learned that as well. So, besides that, if you were to look out the windows, yes, you'll see that we are now getting the snow, and it is 20 degrees. I've actually been sitting in the brick for about 20 minutes. I came out here at 4 o'clock and let her run from a cold start for 20 minutes to pretty much warm up the whole inside of this cab. As you can slightly tell, we're going to shut this off here in a bit due to the fact that it is starting to sunset. It's going to get darker, and I need to find some lighting to continue this, and I know I have it in the vehicle itself. I pretty much just came out here dry, you know, as far as not bringing anything else, because I should have everything I need to at least survive a few hours out here in the driveway at 20-degree weather inside the vehicle with it shut off pretty much. So on that note, we're going to pretty much wrap this video up here for a quick moment, and we're going to start getting things pulled out and looked at, because I don't really know what I've got in these bags at this moment, to tell you the truth. I just pretty much loaded all the bags up, set them aside, and I figured whenever I was to go out on a real overnight or overlanding type deal, camping up on the mountain, which I plan to do here. I mean, like I said, I'm committing myself strictly to the vehicle itself or outside the vehicle, but not stepping inside the house unless I really have to go like a true emergency. Okay, shutting off until I find some lighting. Okay, I mean, we can do the simple way just for right now until we continue searching, just because I just shut the vehicle off, and you know, I don't feel too bad about using the battery at this moment, at least in small increments, if you know what I'm saying. So, allow me to show my humble abode at the moment. Right now, I'm just sitting here on the sleeping bag. I'll be adding some more light here in a second. Just got a few bags pulled out that were on the floor. I usually keep the floor level for Havoc when he sits back here, so we don't get the fear of falling directly into the floorboard, especially if I have to do some sort of an emergency brake check. You know, that happens from time to time. He's prepared for it. He's learned. He's got his balance. But yeah, he feels more comfortable there, and plus, why wouldn't you? Especially if nobody else is sitting there but him. And right here is the rest of my humble abode. Yeah. As you see here, I've got my new shelf, already putting it to use with my coffee and my cup. I've got bigger plans, talking about thermoses here in the near future. Trust me, it's big. Believe me. Yeah, anyway, let me tell you right here, just there's my extra entertainment that I can probably set up here on the table. I don't care where it goes. It's got earbuds to go with it, and I can lay down comfortable with it. So that works there. If you look, you see you got a little red light. Yes, I do have an extension cord from the house to in here for purposes as well. And right now I've got probably almost like the world's smallest Walmart heater blowing. And honestly, the heat pad on it is probably no bigger than the top of this flip-flop here, just a heating coil. And I set it back there on purpose for the cold wood to absorb any heat that is to rise off of it, due to the fact it don't have such a hard fan to blow. You can hear it, but it's small, and you know, this is a good size space for it to continue keeping warm. So yeah, we're giving it this whole trial theory that it will help absorb some heat right here in the wood as well, while it's under there. Plus it's out of the way. I ain't gonna kick it over. It's got a balance off switch too. If it slightly moves, tilted even, it shuts off. So I'm okay with that right there at the moment. But yeah, we're going to continue getting some of these bags opened up, and I know where some of the lights are. I've got probably one or two back here. I just probably got to crawl under here to get to the extra bag hanging there on the back of the barn doors. As you see, I got hooks to hang things on my back barn doors too, because that's just extra wasted space. I try to use all the vertical. If you notice, everywhere I have a set of bungee cords, and I'm using that vertical space, and trust me, that works for me. I don't have to build anything else. Who's here to sit here and enjoy it? It's easy for me to get to something, and I know where it's at. As you see here, I even have them sitting here on the back rear passenger windows too. They work in here. You know, the kids don't ride with me much, and even when they do, they don't even care if those are there. So you know, they're out of the way. You know, the window still rolls up and down as much as it's needed for. And yeah, I'm just using some other pockets. I got more vertical space here to use. Same here. Here's my above strap down. I've got it there and there. Usually I've got some fishing rods, but 'tis the season, I don't need them at this moment. So they're out of the way. You know, even if I had to store them somewhere else, trust me, they'll still be out of the way. They just won't be visible. But for now, they're in the garage. Otherwise, I'd probably have the rods hidden up on top, wrapped, and the reels would be inside here in some container from the weather. You know, only takes 5 minutes to put it back together, so we good there. I'm gonna continue looking through this thing. I decided to take the extra two single lights up here, you know, vision lights, and flip them backwards and get the extra light for back here in this area. So I've got it hitting from that side and that side now. And hey, that's not bad. I can run those comfortably for minutes, I would say. You know, being in the 20 degrees, and it's just going to get colder, so it'll be in the teens here soon, as long as, you know, it gets darker. But yeah, all right, let's continue. Okay, woohoo, I found one right up inside this bag right here. I had to crawl up underneath here on my belly. I checked the first zipper, a bunch of trash bags and some other random stuff. Even have a can of Vienna in there just in case I need it. Some of those sausage links, you know, getting stuck somewhere, or hey, I'm hungry. It's right there. So it was cool to at least check that. The second one had ratchet straps and this light. So yeah, I'm happy. As you could also see over here on this side, that's where I have that little mini heater, and I'm not joking, it is small. Like I said, it's barely putting out heat, but it should be enough to comfort the inside of this vehicle. As you see, I do have the windows here that are exposed, and I've been carrying around this roll of Reflectix for months now, and it's time for me to go ahead and probably put this table to use and cut out some patterns for these windows, see how well I can actually do some work in here before I even worry about start digging through all the bags, because that's just going to leave a mess, and I could use the space to honestly put everything. But you know what, I will probably attempt it if I have time. We'll see. Right now we're just going to go ahead and just deal with this reflectix today. So I was able to have myself a pair of heavy-duty scissors, which was honestly in one of those pouches back there, and also I got myself a box cutter as well. I think that was out of the console. And the last thing I need, along with a marker, is my tape measure I use over here to hold Havoc's cup holder in place at all times. This way it don't slide or shake around. This actually gaps right in there perfect and locks it in place. I like it. Anyway, tape measure. Also got me a marker, notepad, and pen, so I can write down some notes on other things, so in case I decide I want to move something, I can write down where everything goes and I'll know what all I have in here versus what else I can think of that I need to carry in the brick. Hope I'm not going too deep on this, just how I think. Okay, moving forward, I went ahead and found my sun visors, which are right here already in my windows. Pretty much going to help with the heat as well as just the extra privacy. And I have 4 car window visors. They are the flexible circular ones that you fold up and kind of spring out into shape whenever you unfold them. Anyway, I've got 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 right here. Okay, that's covering all my side windows. And then in the very front, I've got huge truck ones that are honestly bigger than this truck, that are up there in the front visor, which give more than enough protection and privacy as well there. Since it's being a bigger window, having the outside seasonal weather cover on and this as well helps insulate that cold ass window, bringing the cold into the vehicle itself, because I can feel the temperature dropping pretty rapidly in the past 20 minutes. Been getting the measurements taped out, getting ready to cut this reflectix right here. So we're about ready on doing that here. We're going to cut this patch out for this window here and the one right here. Also right here up by the 2 front seats, or the 3, technically it's a bench with a fold down middle. I ended up putting up one of my blankets here. Actually, it's kind of like a leather fabric on one side and wool on the other. And put the leather toward the front. The handlebars up here, the little grab hands for both sides of the passengers for in and out access or whatever, are what I'm using to just wedge the blanket up there and pull it tight. And it fits honestly pretty much the right size right there. I'm not sure if you can truly tell. It is black, it is dark outside. But yeah, it fits snug up in there, and that's going to help reside some of the extra heat that we're trying to kick out of here with this little mini heater. Okay, as for that, yeah, we're gonna have to do a little bit more improvement on our measurements. So, okay, so for the most part, I am actually getting a few things done. I'm no longer dealing with the measurements on that right now. I ain't worried about that right now. I've got all my windows pretty much covered with some sort of a protectant. Going through my bags, actually I had 2 bags filled with nothing but bags, as you can tell. These are old ones that the kiddos, or at least Lily, pretty much had over the years, and she disposes of all of them, and gets a new one each year. So I've got those. I think I got one from Tommy too. It's this camouflage one right here, actually. I know that one is definitely his. But yeah, I'm pretty much covered all the way around. And I can't say much for the heat at this moment. I think it's it's at least putting out warm, but man, I'm going to tell you right now, the cold it would settle in on you if you weren't properly covered for the night in this brick here. So I'm going to make sure I have my extra sleeping bags with me too. And we're going to get this thing definitely thermal warm in one way or another. I do happen to have one of my old camo bags here that's filled with, I really don't remember, it's been years since I've opened this, but I am kind of curious to see what's inside this. I think I'll do that tomorrow morning. Actually, I'll film it too. Show y'all what kind of crap I used to carry with me whenever I would go on a hike or whatever. just some randomness, I believe. But yeah, I think we'll just open that in the morning. I'm gonna actually take a quick peek though. And opened it, and what do we see? Yep, another bag. Okay, that's at least a peek. We'll open that when there's more natural light, and actually all the above. But yeah, for the most part, I am pretty warm though, to tell you the truth. You know, there is a chill in the air. You feel it in your fingers, and you can feel it honestly creeping in if you were to take a good 8-hour nap, even with this heater going. I don't know. But yeah, if we're gonna plug up somewhere with an extension cord, we need more than just that little heater right there. So we're gonna figure that out. I know I can crank the truck, give it about 20-25 minutes, and it's gonna really start bringing some toast into the vehicle. And I'm gonna say a good 30 minutes would make it last at least a couple hours easy. In the meantime, that's where we're at on that. We'll test that more as we, you know, go further once we get all the proper, you know, coverings for the windows. Come on, good boy. Snow wall right there, man. It's coming down hard, and we're about to go right back into it. Believe it or not, the sun was shining, and I thought it was going to warm up even more than what it was earlier this morning, but she decided to take another route, and that's okay. Oh yeah, shake it off. Up. There you go. You good? Yeah? In the back. Good boy. Definitely time for another pour. Oh yeah. And yes, part 2, and like I said, some more segments are going to be coming out as far as dealing with the brick and what we can do with her. And that's where we're at on this. And we'll catch you on the next flip-flop.